If you're headed to Maumee Bay State Park this weekend, health experts are warning people to stay out of the water.
This comes after both the inland and Erie beaches inside the park had high bacteria levels. Steve Iwanek has the latest on this. And Steve, how's the water? What do we know?
Yeah, well, Dan, Kaylee, I don't think anybody really ever likes having bacteria in their water, more specifically E. coli. But when I talked with officials earlier today, they're telling me that while they're gathering these results, it's way too early to tell the scope of it. But others are telling me that these results are part of a bigger problem. Lake Erie's health is under the microscope again. Quite literally.
We had a big rain event on that day, and usually whenever we have a rain event, we usually are going to get positive samples
of E. coli, according to Ottawa County Health Department's Environmental Health Director, Tracy Brown. Earlier this week, both the inland and Erie beaches at Maumee Bay State Park were tested for the bacteria, both coming back with slightly concerning levels.
Usually a beach is automatically put an advisory if it is over 235.
Colony forming units, the unit of measurement for bacteria in water. As of July 10th, the inland beach was sampled with 2,496.6 CFUs over 100 milliliters. The Erie beach, same day, came back at 686.7 over 100 milliliters.
The key to it is to reduce the sources so this doesn't happen.
Sandy Bin is with Lake Erie Waterkeepers, an environmental advocacy group. She's had a lifelong passion for water and says problems with Lake Erie go beyond bacteria results. It's about others doing their part to fix the problem, starting with goose poop.
In the inland lake at Maumee Bay, I believe it's from the geese on the shores, especially after this heavy rainfall. It's not surprising if ODNR would have dogs to chase the geese away. We've generally found they don't have the advisories.
But also farms doing better to protect waterways.
Don't put any more phosphorus down than you need for the purpose that you're using it for. It's as simple as that.
Those at the beach today, though, not as alarmed. Julie Stacy and other families were visiting from Cleveland on a baseball trip. She says the water looked fine, and kids dove right in.
The boys were playing after a hard-earned win on the baseball field. They were playing over on the sand. They got hot. They all jumped in for a dip, and everyone is having an enjoyable time. No problems whatsoever.
Now, behind me here is Erie Beach, and when we were here earlier today, there was a sign that says that there is a potential algae bloom that is going to be, algae advisory, I should say. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources allegedly collected water samples. When we reached out to them, they said they did not have available results yet to share with us. So now, I do want to bring John in, because John, you're the expert on this. I know there's a lot of debate over water quality, but you know, what can these kinds of advisories have on our health here in the Maumee Bay State Park? And also, how often do these advisories happen?
Yeah, Steve, it's become a regular occurrence that we get these advisories due to the water quality being impaired as a result of an algal bloom. And we are still pretty early on in this summer's harmful algal bloom. So it is likely that over the next month, the cyanobacteria responsible for that proliferate. Right now, the latest data shows us 180 square miles of the Western Basin is occupied by blue-green algae. And that number is only likely to grow with the hot summertime temperatures. Satellite imagery gives us an idea for where some of that algae is expanding. And that includes the Maumee Bay all the way up through the western basin of Lake Erie. It is very shallow there, and due to the shallow waters, the temperatures are warmer. You'll notice where the water's a little bit deeper, temperature's not as warm, but the western basin temperature currently sitting at 75 degrees. Still forecasting that moderate to slightly larger than moderate outlook. And keep in mind, last summer, we had those advisories Steve mentioned at Maumee Bay State Park. Now here's a look at some of the health impacts if we do start to see that algal bloom get more severe, and it can be exposed through skin, breathing, and drinking. So it's not just a matter of swimming in the water, but even just contacting it or breathing in that air by the contaminated water. Here's a couple common symptoms if you are exposed to that toxic algae. We'll continue to keep you updated, and every Thursday we have new data that comes into the Weather Center, and we'll share that with you and also in our Climate Friday newsletter.
John, thank you. To learn more about our climate, you can sign up for WTOL 11's Climate Friday newsletter. Our team of meteorologists provide you with the latest climate stories and data every Friday. If interested, head over to our website, WTOL.com, to sign up. Kaylee?